that is going to be our. It's not perfect, but it keeps them out of harm's way. Let's keep going. Let's enter.
Let us press on.
Yes, because stealing from the thief seems like a great idea. The basement is dark and dank, and you are immediately struck by the hostility of the gathered tieflings. 5 of them are kneeling along the wall, separated from the rest. The tall woman, who had been cleaning her fingernails with the tip of her knife, greets you with narrowed eyes. Brother Woolshif, you got my message then? Sorry I couldn't swing by sooner, dear sister Charisme. It was just one thing after another. First I was in shackles, next... Well, no, I was still in shackles. And then I was being watched. And then the chief got me out. And I came straight away. I knew you'd been waiting for me. Enough talking, or else we'll be here all night. So we had a clear plan. We were going to wait for nightfall, slip into the shop, grab the goods and leave. Even if the neighbors called the guard, there was time to get away. But what happened? That bitch Irabeth showed up almost right away. She knew we'd be there. Somebody betrayed us, and I haven't a good idea who it was. What do you have to say? Make it quick. The burden of proof lies on the accuser. Woolshif doesn't have to prove anything. Charisme turns to you. He speaks. I thought Woolshif only brought you so he'd have someone to hide behind if things went south. In a single fluid motion, Charisme adjusts her grip on the knife so that she's now holding it by the blade, as if preparing to throw it. Burden of proof. Are you a city guard or something? I don't know how it is with your lot, but in the family, the highest rank is always right, and here, that's me. Do you think Woolshif knows the name of the traitor? Yes, he knows the name of the traitor. Every gang that Brother Woolshif has been part of very quickly come to an end. The hideout location was passed to the guards, or their competitors found out where they could ambush them. Woolshif is the only one who comes out smelling of roses. If you think about it, you'll come to the same conclusion as us. I'd have said that meant Woolshif was cursed with finding friends among losers and screw-ups. But now that he's with us, that just means the curse has been broken. That depends. He was indeed most fortunate to find himself in a party with me. On the other hand, he also ended up with a party with you. Kenabres is burning. Why are you squabbling here instead of fleeing the city? She purses her lips. I'd be glad to leave, like the rest of my brothers and sisters. But in the family, there's nothing worse than betrayal. And it's something we do not forgive. We don't forgive anyone who lets traitors off the hook either. If I don't find the rat, my superiors, just say, I'll wish I was burning in Kenabres. I want to keep living, so I'm going to take a chance. Until I find out who the traitor is here, no one is leaving. Woolshif, tell us your side of the story. What happened? What's there to tell? About a week ago, Sister Charisme got 6 of us together in this very basement. Me and those 5 over there. Woolshif jerks his head towards the 5 thieflings kneeling by the wall. She rounds us up and says we've got a score. And Enchantuaries and Wonders. The one place no one's ever been able to hit. The place that's guarded by a golem. But now, a powerful scroll that would knock out the golem just happened to come in our possession, along with a tip-off that the shop owner would be gone on a particular night. All 6 of us knowing a bit of magic, we know that any enchanted junk we sell would sell for a pretty penny, so we're in. And the most important thing was that one of us was to be hanging out about the shop, ahead of the job. No casing out the place, no calling attention to ourselves from either the golem or its master. The job was top secret. That's all true so far. Go on. We did everything right. With the locks and the golem, I picked the lock. I remember it as clear as day. Sister Delana was on the lookout. Brother Melroom had the scroll. Doffy, Tav, and Vanir brought the sacks. We covered the windows and lit the torches. I remember scooping up rings and tossing them into a sack. And one right expensive one rolled away from me. I crawled under the table right after, and the next thing I know, Irabeth was there. Everyone scrambled, but I was still under the table. Not my finest moment. I was going to wait it out, but then those blockheads were dragging me out of by my tail, and put me in shackles. They took all my rings off me, about 20,000 worth. And to add insult to injury, I never even found the last one. In the end, I got busted over nothing. So they caught you, poor thing, stripped you of your loot, and didn't even manage to stash anything. Charisma is pointedly polishing her knife. Where's the moon in the abyss, brother Wooljiff? What is the moon in the abyss? Moon of the abyss. It was an amulet. It used to sit on a little cushion in the window of ancestries and wonders. Sterling silver sparkled like a star, fine piece of work. On one side there was a half moon. You know, a crescent, a wanting moon. And in the middle was the dark crystal, like it was eclipsing the moon. Old man Feliman was so proud of himself, proud of that amulet, he used to say, I'll never sell it, it's a jewel of my collection. Wooljiff sighs unhappily. I used to go there to see what kind of treasures there were in the world. There's nothing else to looking at in Kenabres. People used to claim it was a powerful thing, but who's to say? If you ever stole a thing like that, you'd have the guards on you in a second if you ever tried to fence it. Everybody knew that you were always hanging around ancestry, ancient areas and wonders, drooling over the moon of the abyss. Did you think you could swipe it in all the commotion and keep it for yourself? Did you hope that we'd all be locked up and you'd get off scot-free? And with a fancy trinket to boot? Don't take me for a mug, Wooljiff. I see right through you. Why would Irabeth arrest her own informant? Took the words right out of my mouth. It doesn't make any sense. If I was a rat, I'd have kissed her on the hand and have been gone by now. You know me, sister. I'm a cautious fella, not an idiot. Why would I go against the family? So the fish in the cellar can have a nice Wooljiff-sized dinner? The Moon of the Abyss is a pretty bauble, to be sure, but it's just an amulet. It ain't worth dying over. You knew Irabeth's people would protect you. You knew you could pin the moon going missing on them. And now, you've come here with backup. And you knew exactly what I was going to say to you. Only problem is, nobody returned the amulet to Feliman. Are you giving Irabeth a cut? Is that it? Have you seen her? Do you think she'd take a cut of anything I offered? She can't be bought. She's like 3 heralds of Iomedia all rolled into one. He speaks the truth. You'll find some knights who'll take bribes. I'm sorry to say, but Irabeth Treyblade isn't one of them. Go on, Wooljiff. That's the whole story. Wooljiff crosses his arms, looking affronted. Some family this turned out to be. It's just a name in the end. In a real family, people can take each other on their word. They don't throw around accusations. I didn't take the Moon of the Abyss. What am I going to do with it? You can't sell it to no Crusaders. It's a special item. You can't wear it. Get nicked. It's pretty to look at, sure, but it ain't that pretty. If it's that important to you, Sister Charisma, I'll find it. I'll drag the traitor here by his horns, and just so you don't end up at the bottom of the sullen. But do you know what you're going to do owe me for that? An apology, right here in front of everyone. You're going to apologize loud and clear so that everyone hears it. You'll say, sorry, Wooljiff, you're a good guy and I was wrong about you. Fine, you're one of my people, which is why I'm going to give you some time. But if you run, brother Wooljiff, the family will get you wherever you go. You'll spend the rest of your life looking over your shoulder, tossing and turning at night, fearing poison in every cup and every meal. You'll look into the eyes of every tiefling you meet, wondering if the family's come for you. You'll have no peace. But one day, you'll be tired of running. You'll stop to catch your breath, and that is when we'll get you. Got that? You have a way with words, Sister Charisma. A way that almost made me wet myself, but a way nonetheless. Let's go, Chief. We'll go chat that to that scary girl, Irabeth. She knows you a little. We can ask her who rises out. I'll let you know. I'll let you do the talking. We'll find the real traitor, and I'll get my apology. Onward to Irabeth, Chief. Let's go clear my good name. Root out the traitor, but be quick about it. Time's running out. I don't want to get chewed up by demons. Okay, and out we go. And all the way back to where we were. Oh. Okay, back to the hideout. So how's everyone in chat doing today? Hopefully you're all good. I see there's a few of you lurking. Hopefully you're all having a great day. And hopefully my mic isn't being too stupid. I am going to start looking into a new mic now that one issue is bad enough. Always best to look into a new mic if there's an issue. You're amazing after all your drinking. That's fair. Erebeth rubs her red and tired eyes. Any success? How's the city? There's a trader I'm trying to track down. Who is your informant among the tieflings? Erebeth arches her brow surprise. Kenabres is threatened by a demon horde, and you have enough time, spare time to help out thieves. Erebeth sighs. I don't like this, but I hope you'll know what you're doing. I'll tell you everything I know. I did not see my informant's face. He slipped out of a dark alley, handed me the note, and disappeared. Erebeth hesitates as she tries to remember. He had a cloak of a hood masking his face, but the horns, the long horns, didn't fit under. There should be a guardian golem in Ancestries and Wonders, the shop they tried to rob. The owner gave us the construct's code word just in case. The golem itself was destroyed, but the head seemed to be intact, so you can interrogate the thing and find out what it's on. The code word is Hand of Iori. The shop owner must have escaped, but there's a chance you'll get lucky with the golem. I have to go. May Almighty keep you safe. Okay, let's try and keep out. Let's try and not have to come back here for a while, so my voice has a little bit of time to rest. Because ow, my voice is hurting. So Ancestries and Wonders is up there. Fallen Horse. So we'll go up to here first. Yeah, sneaking is not in our repertoire. Murder! Murder is. While I think about it, what is, yeah, my armor class is 20, so my armor class is still only average among the group.
You crossed the wrong mongrel.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both? Who, me?
Okay, so you get charge, you get mage armor, you get dismiss spell. Okay, so he's got some good stuff. So he shouldn't wear armor because he can use mage armor. Good to know. Okay, let's keep going. I must admit, streaming really, really late has definitely not done me any favors. Streaming at this time of night is definitely much better.
But I'll try.
Please get me out of here. I can hear your footsteps. Hello? Venom and the talking weapon. Phew, free at last. I knew I'd be flattened like a pancake under the rubble. Much obliged. Damn! I'm not in any pain, but my head is still foggy for some reason. What's with all that hobby in the city? The name's Finnan. I'm a Pathfinder. If there's anything else I can do to help, I will. You're a Pathfinder. That's right. Finian Dismar, Pathfinder and Crusader. I roam about the Worldwound wherever my task leads me. Scouting, mostly. But this last while I've been hanging around in Kenabres, waiting till I need it again. I'm bored out of my mind, but at least this shop makes for better lodging than some inn. What I meant was, what are you? What's that supposed to mean? I just told you. You want to know where I hail from? Is that it? Well, I hail from, well, I'm from around here, actually. We Kellards of the Stain clan fled from the Worldwound when the Worldwound troubles began. But I couldn't stand by while the demons wreaked havoc, so I came back. Or did you mean about to ask my weapon of choice? My best weapon is every weapon. I'm a skilled and capable fellow, if I do say so myself. I can swing a sword and poke with a spear, but what I'm best at is communicating with spirits. They call me, folks like me, a phantom blade. A phantom blade? What's that? It's like a spiritualist, but with a twist. It means that some spirit took a liking to me at some point, and it can turn into whatever weapon I need. Handy, eh? I don't need any whetstones or enchantments. Doesn't take up space either. Although, to be fair, it's not a barrel of laugh. The spirits that bestow this kind of power, not a barrel of laugh. The spirits that bestow this kind of power don't come from happy places, and they're not exactly brighty-eyed and bushy-tailed. They usually appear right after great battles and that leave few survivors. I mean, you're only a few hours behind there, Patter, but you're doing good, man. You're doing good. Hope you're doing alright, man. The city is under attack by demons. Wait, what? The last thing I saw was some thieves breaking in here. Then the guards came, everyone was running around. After that, it's a bit of a blur. Right when things got intense, they dropped the cabinet on me. I couldn't even help the owner. I was just lying under the shelves like a dimwit until you came along. If there are demons in Kenabres, we must do something about it. The city needs every blade it can get. Hey, do you mind taking me with you? I don't think I can handle this alone. And besides, more the merrier. How did you end up in this shop? Yeah, I've been here so long I don't remember anymore. Just sitting and waiting for any word from the Pathfinders. But it looks like everyone's forgotten about me. The shop owner is an old friend of the Pathfinder, so I've taken up residence here. Alright, I'll take you with me. I swear, you won't regret it. I can do all sorts of things. If there's anything in your party is missing, a sword, a spear, a bow, just say the word. You now have a unique companion, Finian the Talking Weapon. You can access him through a special button in your inventory. Click on it to initiate dialogue with him, or change his form to make him for the shape of any weapon before handing him to one of the characters in your party. There are no limitations to changing Finian's form. Finian will become more powerful as his personal story. What the fuck? I'm doing alright, man, Patter. Hope you're doing well. As you said, you are, so that's good. Where's Finian? I want to talk to Finian. You know, I'll talk to him later. That's great. Oh my god, that's amazing.
Godspeed.
A talking weapon. The polished oak shelves once showcased magic rings and amulets. Now that's left are the grubby handprints of the robbers. Yep, same there. Unique weapons and antique armor were previously displayed on these stands. It's unlikely the new owners didn't even know their true value. Well, it's not like we can't finish robbing the place. Fancy boy over there. This is where it lays, the moon of the abyss. Wait, did we pick up the moon of the abyss? Notable. Yeah, it'd be under notable, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Let us press
So
on.
let's talk to the golem. The formerly well-appointed shop now looks like a sorry state. It has been completely ransacked, lying in the corner next to a scorched wall are the soot-covered shards of a clay golem's head. The golem's eyes go in the gloom. Master. Code word. Hand of an Aurori. Code word correct. The golem's eyes glow brighter, awaiting orders. Where did you come from? Who created you? This golem was created by Gaffian and Son. Address, third building on the right, Jeweler's Alley, Nerosan, Mendev. Model G504-ENE, which stands for Experimental and Enhanced. For all inquiries, contact Master Gaffian. Tell me about suspicious people who came into the shop last week. Let's go for a moment. 56 individuals into the shop. Human male, female, old. No male, old. Human female. He'll be reading off customers till nightfall. We need to ask him in a different way. Were any of the suspicious people tieflings? The golem is silent for a while. Tieflings, 3. Tiefling male, middle-aged. Tiefling male, young. Tiefling female, young. Describe the young male tiefling. Tiefling male, medium height, short horns curling backwards, medium length tail, eye color, yellow. Hair color, black. Special observations, annoyed master. Horns, hair, tail. That sounds like me, but it's not possible. I know what the security's like here. I didn't come near the place. I give you my word, chief. No special observations. Subject was unremarkable. There, see? Can't have been me. Describe the middle-aged tiefling. Tiefling male, medium height, long horns, medium length tail. Eye color, pale blue. Skin color, dark. Special observations, red hair. Oh, that's our trait. I bet your life on it. Charisma drilled it into our heads that we wasn't to go hanging around the shop. Red hair. Got a couple of gingers, and plenty more who get it out of the bottle. So much for a special observation. Golems ain't all they're cracked up to be, eh? Maybe it's Master knows more. Cigars makes you think your uncle? Fair enough. Describe the female tiefling. Tiefling female, above average height, hair long pale. Tail, not observed. Long horns, eye color blue. Special observation, scar on nose. Baldric with gold stitchings. I don't know that one. A new arrival most likely. Gold stitching, eh? Wouldn't mind getting to know her a little better. Enough. Where's your master? Philemon Fallacious? My master is in his hiding place. Revealing the location of hiding place is prohibited. 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 He likely hauled himself to the basement when the commotion started. The entrance should be around here somewhere. Where is the basement in this place? The basement is below me. I guard the basement. Leaving my post is prohibited. I've heard everything else I wanted to know.
Forget it.
There we go. Made coffee and forgot about it? Well done, Jamie.
Escaping from sight.
I am helpful, am I not?
We march ahead.
The elderly gnome, so portly as to be nearly spherical, is curled up in the corner of the basement shaking. Marauders! Pandas! Scavengers! Yeah, makes sense. We're all those things. And much, much more. Before you report us to the authorities, mind if we have a chat? Please, calm down. No one's going to rob you. The gnome peers at you. You do look better dressed than the local thieves and ragamuffins. You came here to tell me that the nightmare is over? No, it's not. You're here to steal my riches. Get back! The gnome notices Woljif, and his rounded face turns scarred. You! Woljif, the dirty little sneak thief. You've been sniffing around my shop for years. Finally worked up the courage to rob me, did you? Get out of here. You and your pals have taken everything already, I'm sure. The gnome seems to sell slightly. My name's Philemon Fallacious. That. I was the owner of this shop, but I'm not sure I can claim to be the owner of anything now. I hope there's at least something left of it. Oh, come off it. Your shop's fine. It's a bit ransacked, maybe, but nothing a bit of spit and polish can't fix. Where were you the night of the robbery? Do you think I robbed my own shop? I was here in the basement. I was told to make it look like I'd left. The watch was very keen to get their hands on those tieflings. They seem to be multiplying all over Galarian. So, of course, I did everything they said, and I've been stuck in this basement since. The golem wouldn't move from the door, no matter how much I yelled at it. But then I thought it was all too good. I thought it was all to the good. Somebody came by after the guards and caused a ruckus upstairs, bellowing like mad, taking advantage of my absence. I wonder what is this pile of rubble. Tell me about the tiefling that visited Ancestries and Wonders recently. Why should I tell you anything about my customers? You're not from the City Guard or the Eagle Watch. Chief, if he keeps digging his heels in, just say the word. I know how to loosen his tongue. I'm helping the Eagle Watch to catch the culprits. It's in your interest to tell me everything. So they haven't got the thieflings. I thought the city's finest were on the job, and they'd... The gnome sighs. You can't rely on anyone. Ask your questions then, if it's so important. Tell me about Woljif. Philemon wrinkles in distaste. Woljif Jeff Doe, right? Yes, I've known him for a long time, though I'd rather not know him at all. He's been skulking about my shop for years, treating the place like a free museum. He always wanted to look at the moon of the abyss. I chased him out, but he just slinked back in again. If he was with the gang that robbed my shop, I'll bet anything he swiped the moon. How come I'm the prime suspect? Whoever betrayed us all, that's the one who got the moon. I want to see it return too, you get me? I don't like the idea of other people growing mitts on it. Tell me about the red-haired tiefling. Philemon falls to thinking. A red-haired tiefling? I suppose, yes. There was one who came in. Spent a long time looking around. He was a person of modest means, I could tell by his clothes. But he asked me to show him an Azamar-made chainmail. He certainly couldn't afford it. That's when I suspected that something was off. I checked everything after he left, but nothing was missing, and that put my mind at ease. I can't remember what he looked like. I didn't get a good look at his face. All I remembered that he was wrapped in a green cloak like he was freezing. That's all I have. That's it. With that description, we'll surely sniff him out. Come on, Chief. Back to Sister Kurzme we go to have a good long shifty at all my brothers and put all these clues together. Something tells me our trader isn't gonna wriggle out of this one. Tell me about the tiefling woman. Philemon scratches his chin. A tiefling woman? Ah, yes, I remember now. A noble lady. And like the tiefling ruffians we have around here, She purchased magical equipment for the crusade, and she promised to come again if only all tieflings were like that. I'd be laughing all the way to the bank. I found out everything I wanted to know. If this isn't enough to help you catch the thief, then I don't know what else to tell you. Now be on your way and leave me in this peace with the wreck of my shop. I can do just that. Oh, well, then just... You don't need that. You don't want to drink yourself to a problem. I'm just helping his drinking issues. Some scrolls have been torn apart and some have been trodden on by muddy boots. You think we'd have there'd be some clues for us around here, but I guess we're not actually investigators. So oh yeah, that's why I don't remember that. So stolen moon. Okay, let's go back to the tiefling hideout. So that didn't even take us long. We're getting so much done in this day.
Our path leads on.
Cresme drums her fingers nervously at the handle of her blade. Well, are you going to tell me who the traitor is? The name and the moon of the abyss that they stole? I don't need anything else. Take a look at the suspects. The tieflings are tense and ready to freeze with their weapons. The only redheads are Melroon and Doffy. The dark-skinned tieflings are Varnir, Doffy, and Melroon. Doffy, Melroon, and Travis have straight horns, but Tavi is female. Only Varnir and Melroon have green cloaks. Need a little more time. So what are the clues? Because I'm pretty sure I figured this out. A redhead tiefling who wears a green cloak is the traitor.
I will guide us.
Well, I don't know if this is right, but I'm ready to give you a name. Go on, tell her. The traitor is Melroon. You pay for this. Bolton Hapses will get you in the end. Avotiel and Hapsavea will get you in the end. Grab him, take away for questioning. Cresme looks weary, but her early attention has clearly lifted. He confessed. Someone connected to the cult of Baphomet ordered him to steal the moon of the abyss, and the best idea he could come up with was to drag us into it. He got the scroll to take out the golem. He betrayed us to Irabeth, so they could swipe the amulet in the chaos. He thought we'd get nicked and he'd slink off to meet with the customer. You've got the moon of the abyss. Let me look at it one more time. My whole life I've dreamt of holding it in my hand, if only for a second. He said when he got to the window display the moon was gone. He's lying, of course. He's time to get the moon up to the person who ordered it. Bloody cultist. I don't really give a toss. I'm just glad we got to the bottom of this. What are you going to do now? Clear out of this place. The sooner the better. This city's dying. I don't want to die with it. The city would have already died, if not for the people who stood up to defend it with the weapons in their hands. To defend it, I'm not stopping you. It's your city, but we've always been outsiders here. Why would we fight for you? What are you going to do with the traitor? Cresme nonchalantly picks her nails with the knife tip. He'll be sent to visit his distant relatives on their farm, to think about what he did. Any more questions? No, I have to go. Good decision. I don't plan on hanging around long either. Cresme turns to leave. Sister. Old Jiff nervously bites his lip. His cheeks are flushed and his tail swishing through the air. You forgot something? What now? Should be happy to be alive. An apology. You promised to apologize to me, loudly in front of everyone. We're alone now, but I still want to hear it. Well? That. Cresme shrugs indifferently. So, sorry, I suppose, for being wrong about you this time. Don't think that just because you didn't act like a jerk on this one time, that it cancels out the rest of your record. I know all about you. Till next time, Wolfie. That was the most pathetic apology I've ever heard. Cresme's eyes harden, but then she sighs. All right, fine. I'm sorry, Wolfie. Let's part on good terms. You know what? I don't like the way she treated me, and now apologize to me as well. When you falsely accused my ally, you accused me too. A flare of emotion passed Cresme's face. Oh, Charisme's face. When she finally opens her mouth, her words trickle out slowly, like each one is a struggle. And I'm sorry to you too. And to make it up to you, here. She pulls a key from her pocket and tosses it to you. And now I'm leaving. Lovejiff watched her go, his tail relaxing. You made some impression on her. I've never seen Sister Charisme back down before. Listen, Chief, when you've got a spare minute, come see me. I've got something I want to discuss with you. But for now, let's get out of here. I don't like sitting below ground when the building is above is ready to crash down on our heads. But we can now loot this place. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Loot for the win.
Can't hide from me. Uh-huh.
I hope you appreciate this.